when I took over as the secretary of my apartment complex, I realized that we were being targeted by government agencies, by the civic bodies, and by politicians and officials. We were effectively the milking cows for them. Anytime they needed money, we living in apartment complexes, the point was we do not vote, we are rich people, we are apathetic, and hence impose whatever rules, whatever penalties, whatever fee structures that you want, even if it is discriminatory in nature. Keep doing that. And you know what? People were complying with that without even asking questions. And for me, that rebellious streak, I said, I wanted to question, why should we pay more for water when we are consuming less? And that was very, very important for me to at least raise our voice against. And when I started doing all of this, I realized that it was all not accidental, it was deliberate. They were targeting us. And I said...
And when was this?
This was around 2012-13. And that's what led to the founding of Bengaluru Apartment Federation. BAF. And I said, enough is enough. You know, we living in apartment complexes, we just can't put up with all this nonsense without raising our voice. And that's what led me to the founding of Bengaluru Apartment Federation to give a voice to apartment complexes. Through that, we have taken up a lot of initiatives, and as we speak, there is a panel that's going to happen with the Deputy Chief Minister in the coming week. So today we have a voice, but it was not like that 10, 12 years.
Strong voice, rather.
Very strong voice.
Because
but it was not like this 10, 12 years
I remember a couple of years ago, a decade and a half ago, the government would come up with rules and regulations every alternate day and change them. And the brunt would be borne by the apartment
residents.
And I think today, that is not so easy with the apartments.
It is absolutely not easy.
BAF.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Today it's a very strong voice. BAF today has about 1,400 apartment complexes members, representing almost about 10 lakh apartment residents. And it has become a strong voice. But as I said, that was not the case 10, 12 years back.
Wonderful. So
it took a lot of effort. I will talk about that separately if required. But for me, this whole thing around harassment and discrimination that we were facing was unacceptable. And in a way, that was the first step for me into my social, and ultimately what I realized is the political life that I've gotten into.
Wonderful.
But something even more important happened. Right? Even though I had founded BAF and that was going on its own path, politics was never of interest for me. But I would say a series of incidents or series of events changed my life. But I would like to highlight one significant thing that happened. I live on Old Madras Road, near a junction called as Beninganhalli Junction. There is a very, very important life-changing event that happened, I think around 2017-18, late 2017, early 2018. A 17-year-old girl was crossing the road right in front of my apartment complex, got run over by a bus and died on the spot. And what has this got to do with misgovernance or anything? It's got everything to do with misgovernance. That spot, that junction was a very hazardous junction to cross the road. And we had all known this as residents living there. And we'd been asking for a skywalk for us to cross the road very safely. And this had been going on for a few years. But the politicians were just unwilling to listen to our voice. And what did it lead to? It led to as tragic and as disastrous a thing as
a death.
A 17-year-old girl losing her life. One entire promising life just snuffed out in a millisecond. When you look back, it's a direct consequence of the misgovernance that we are seeing. What does it take to put a skywalk in place? And even after such an incident happened, we went and asked for that skywalk to be done. The politicians were just unwilling to listen. And we had to do despite the death of a 17-year-old girl. What does it take you to start taking action? Even a death doesn't spur you into action. I'm talking of the politicos and the political parties. Then we had to do a protest. We do a protest with about 800,000 people. The moment we do a protest with that numbers, the project automatically appears out of nowhere.
Gets sanctioned.
It got sanctioned, and the work started. And guess what? Within 1 month of the work starting, a road gets dug up on both sides of the road. The work comes to a grinding halt. Why? A commission,
is not
40% commission has to be paid to the powers that be. And the contractor refused to pay because in a road you can do a shoddy job. a drain, you can do a shoddy job. But a skywalk, you can't leave it half constructed, or you can't do a shoddy job, because if it collapses, it will lead to loss of further lives.
Correct.
The contractor refused to pay. And guess what? The contractor was forced to stop the project.
Oh.
And that's the day that I realized that the value of a 17-year-old girl's life in this city, in this country, is just that 40% bribe that is to be paid to the politician. And a series of other incidents that happened. Beyond a point, I said, what's the point in we sitting and complaining
Correct.
in our chairs? We are in a way equally responsible for the mess. We don't come out and vote. We don't take part in the system. We don't take part in politics, saying that it's for dirty people. Politics is dirty not just because the bad people got in. It's also because the good people like you and me, we have stayed away. And I felt that that's something that had to change. That's what led to the founding of Bengaluru Nava Nirmana Party, BNP.